The Undertaker, Bianca Belair, AJ Styles, and others react after 30-year-old WWE star was crowned new champion. Several current and former WWE personalities, including The Undertaker, Bianca Belair, and AJ Styles, recently took to social media to react after Omos won a major title outside the Stanford-based promotion. In his post, the 30-year-old showcased his grand achievement. Omos has been signed with World Wrestling Entertainment since 2019. He started his journey as part of Akira Tozawa's Ninja faction, but was later paired with AJ Styles, and the duo went on to become the Raw Tag Team Champions. However, in recent times, the 7 feet 3 inches star has not been seen much on WWE TV. His last match came on the April 5, 2024 edition of SmackDown, where he participated in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. However, amid his absence from WWE television, Omos recently made a shocking appearance at Pro Wrestling Noah, where he teamed up with Jack Morris to become the new GHC Tag Team Champion. Following this massive win, the 30-year-old star took to Instagram to share photos from the show. In his post caption, he wrote about his major achievement. Several current and former WWE personalities reacted with a like on Omos' Instagram post, including The Undertaker, Bianca Belair, AJ Styles, Akira Tozawa, Trick Williams, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, Samantha Irvin, Lance Anoa'i, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, Shinsuke Nakamura, and more. Meanwhile, Natalya, Adam Pearce, and Tonga Loa commented on the post. The Undertaker was full of praise for WWE star Omos. During a recent edition of his 6 Feet Under W/Mark Calloway podcast, The Undertaker said that he believed Omos did not need to lose by pinfall under any scenario on WWE television. The Phenom also mentioned that the 30-year-old star was an ultimate attraction in the Stanford-based promotion, and he did not need a title win. Somebody like Omos doesn't need to ever be pinned, The Undertaker stated. There's always an out. There's always an out somewhere. He doesn't get pinned. There's nothing in almost any scenario that makes sense. I don't care what comic book fantasy world that you live in. He doesn't need a belt. He is a walking, breathing, living attraction. It remains to be seen what the Triple H-led creative team has planned for Omos' future in the company. Bianca Belair drops major hint surrounding recent WWE attack. Bianca Belair seemingly dropped a major hint on social media about a recent WWE attack. The EST is currently one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions on SmackDown. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair captured the titles by defeating the Unholy Union at Bash in Berlin earlier this year. However, Cargill was attacked by a mystery star last month, and it still has not been revealed who was responsible. The veteran took to social media today to reveal her favorite matches of 2024. There was no mention of her tag team partner in her post, even though the two had accomplished a lot together this year. Naomi has replaced Jade Cargill in the tag team with Belair during the former AEW Stars hiatus. The duo defeated Candice LeRae and Nia Jax to retain the titles earlier this month. Nia Jax will be defending her WWE Women's Championship against Naomi this Friday night on SmackDown. WWE Hall of Famer does not want Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair to break up as a tag team. Wrestling legend Teddy Long recently shared that he does not want to see Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair break up as a tag team. Speaking on Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Time Machine show, the Hall of Famer stated that Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair looked great together. Long added that it was too early to break the duo up, and he wanted to see them continue as a tag team. Let me say this. Golly, they look to get together, Bianca and Jade. Why would you break this up right now? You could get a good run out of them. Like I said, I don't understand that part of it, and we don't know until it actually happens. I look at it as a tease, but I just wouldn't break them up right away. They look so good together. Let them have a good run. Cargill spent a few years in All Elite Wrestling before debuting for the company during the Fastlane 2023 kickoff show. It will be interesting to see what the promotion has planned for Cargill when she returns to television. It's Royal Rumble season again, and this one is going to be a bigger one than usual for WWE. By the time you read this, WWE's Netflix era will have already begun. Raw airing on the streaming platform every week, and all of its weekly shows calling it home elsewhere. As for the Royal Rumble, the flagship PLE will be the first to ever air live on Netflix. Not to mention, as always, The event is the one that kicks off the annual road to WrestleMania. Below is everything you need to know about this year's installment. The Royal Rumble is typically a PLE associated with January, and for good reason. Every single Rumble, since the very first event all the way back in 1988, has taken place in January. That makes 2025's installment historic for yet another reason, as it will be the first to buck that long-standing trend. This year's Royal Rumble will take place on February 1st, 2025. It's going to have a slightly earlier start time than usual, so make a note and be sure to tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as that's when the main card will begin. The cat's kind of out of the bag on this one, since where exactly most people will be able to watch 2025's Royal Rumble live is very big news. This year's Royal Rumble will be the first WWE PLE to stream live on Netflix since WWE began its historic partnership with the streaming platform. The first of many, and the first big milestone that will give both sides of the partnership their first real impression of whether this was the right idea or not. If you want to watch the Royal Rumble live, you're going to need a Netflix subscription. This year's Royal Rumble will emanate live from the Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana, marking the beginning of a long relationship between the venue and WWE. The finer details of when exactly they will happen have not been revealed, but the stadium will also play host to a WrestleMania and a SummerSlam in the future. There are still tickets available for the show, but if you want to be there in person, it's going to cost you at least $149. Since 2018, every Royal Rumble PLE has played host to two 30-person matches, one for the men and one for the women. The same prize is up for grabs for whoever wins the women's match. Outlast 29 other opponents, and you get your pick of the two world champions for the chance to take one of their titles on the grandest stage of them all. Just like the men's match, none of the entrants in this year's Women's Rumble have been announced yet. However, again like the men's match, we can make some educated guesses as to who will be in there and who might win. It seems almost nailed on that Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair will be back for WrestleMania season. If it doesn't happen during the Raw premiere on Netflix, it'll likely happen here, and I'd hazard to guess one of them ends up winning this match. Bianca Belair shows off stunning holiday look, shares heartfelt message. Bianca Belair showed off her stunning holiday look on social media and shared a heartfelt message following this week's episode of WWE Raw. Belair is currently one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. The EST took to Instagram today to share several photos and videos from WWE's holiday tour. During the tour, Belair dressed up as Mrs. Claus and noted that she brought the magic every night. Yo,